Today, we proudly join the global community to commemorate My Identity, My Umbrella. This theme speaks directly to the heart of our mandate at the National Identification Authority. That is, to provide every Ghanaian and legally resident foreigners with a trusted, secure, and universally accepted identity that protects, empowers, and includes. Just as an umbrella offers protection, coverage, and assurance against uncertainties of life, a secure identity offers every individual the shield of recognition, the power of access, and the dignity of inclusion. At the NIA, this protective umbrella takes the form of the Ghana card, a card that is not just an ID, but a key to an opportunity. Over the past years, the NIA has made great strides. We have registered over 80 million Ghanaians, both locally and abroad. The Ghana card is now integrated into essential sectors, that is, banking, health care, education, social protection, immigration, and even electoral governance. This is what my identity, my umbrella means. It means no child, and I mean no child, woman, man, or elderly person should be invisible to the state. It means that every Ghanaian, regardless of where they live, has the right to be recognized, to be protected, and to be included. It means that with a Ghana card, one gains access to health insurance, a bank account, e-wallet, a passport, a voter ID, and so much more. Our mission is not complete until the protective umbrella of identity covers everyone. The child in the remote village, the market woman in the bustling town, the student abroad.
Hello, everyone. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and our cherished fellow countrymen and women watching us live across Ghana and beyond. This morning, we are going to have a very important public engagement. And so, on behalf of the Executive Secretary, Mr. Wisdom Kweku Deku, and the entire management and staff of the National Identification Authority, I warmly welcome you to this special live public engagement session. And we are doing this as part of our activities in marking the 2025 Customer Service Week. And so today's engagement is an opportunity for you watching us at home or wherever you are watching this live session to ask your burning questions, share your feedback, and again, first-hand insight into NIA's operations, our policies, and the services we are providing to fulfill our mandate, that is to register and identify all Ghanaians everywhere, including foreigners who are legally and permanently resident here in Ghana. So this morning, leading this live publication engagement session, we have some of our experts. I say NIA, I call them NIA experts. And these are various heads of various directorates within the National Identification Authority. They are going to help us provide clarity, address your concerns, and share updates on ongoing and upcoming initiatives of the National Identification Authority. So please share with your friend and tell everyone that you know who has any burning question to join this live session. And also let's engage actively. Already we have some questions here we're going to read. And moderating this session is yours truly, Dora Bedu Echampong. And so you can ask us all the questions. So, but before we start, let me do a quick introduction of the people so that you know who is talking to you at every point in time. To my, let me start from the middle. The middle, we have seated our acting head of corporate affairs, the head of corporate affairs directorate, a very known face to the media and to most of us watching this morning. And he is in the person of Mr. Williams Ampuma Emmanuel Dallas, seated in the middle. So that's our head of corporate affairs. And then to his right, we have our head of operations, Mr. Alfred Gazari. And to his left, seated right next to me, we have our officer in charge, the man leading the fort when it comes to our technology and biometrics, in the person of Mr. Richard Akins. And so, friends, ladies and gentlemen, wherever you are, these gentlemen, our bosses, are going to help provide clarity and answer all your questions. So stay tuned, don't go anywhere. And so, without further ado, I will pass the microphone on to the head of corporate affairs, Mr. Dallas, to give us his brief remarks, and after which we will start reading your comments, your questions for answers. Thank you.
Right. Thank you, Madam Dora Echampo. As rightly posited by the unit head of media relations, Madam Dora Echampo, this week is Customer Service Week, and as part of our activities, the National Identification Authority, which is headed by the Executive Secretary, Mr. Wisdom Kweku, has decided to engage the public on our social media handles to answer begging questions that has bothered our public for a very long time, ranging from the status of our 0 to 5 registration, 6 to 14, and 15 and above registration, how to do an update of name, and in some instances a correction of date of birth, how to get a replacement when you mistakenly misplaced your card, how to do new registration, how much you are supposed to be charged, and all other questions that are bothering you with regards to the operations of the National Identification Authority. We are seated this morning to give you the opportunity to ask those questions for our venerable directors in charge of various directorates to answer the questions. And so without much ado, we will zoom in straight to our handles and begin taking questions from the public.
Thank you very much. And that was our acting head of the Corporate Affairs Directorate, Mr. Williams Ampoma Emmanuel Dallas. First question is, how much is the non-citizen Ghana card? People are not so clear because we are getting some responses that the other people are charging different amounts. So how much is the non-citizen Ghana card?
Okay, so if you are not a citizen of Ghana and you need a card to be able to operate legally here in Ghana, you will need the firm's card, that is the non-citizen card. And if you are registering for the very first time, you are required to pay $120 for the registration. And the validity of the card is a year, 12 months, that is 1 year. If after 1 year you want to renew, you are supposed to pay $60. If you fail to renew the card after the expiration of the card for 2 years, 3 years, 5 years, and you come back to renew it, all the years that you've defaulted, you will pay before you are able to renew. But in some instances, we are able to give a discount if you prove to the authority that for the period you were unable to renew the card, you were not in the country. The authority is able to give you some discount so that you are able to renew your card.
Thank you very much. I'm going to read a few of the questions and then we can take it so that it's not one after the other. Another question here is, please, is it true that you need to pay an amount of 500 Ghana cedis before you can register for the Ghana card? Thank you. And again, please, where are they doing the Ghana card in who? How do we identify the registration centers? And another question here is, can we take our children to the district office to register them? This one is quite long. The arrangement of the cluster of schools where the centers are located isn't helpful, and most school authorities aren't aware of where the centers are to inform children and parents about them. I went to my child's school on Monday to verify if the school is aware of the whereabouts of the centers, but the only answer I got was no one has informed them about the upcoming registration of children, except knowing it's only from the media landscape. Can we make an amendment and do better and best? And there is another question here. Is it only children or you are still registering elders? Okay, so let's take the answers for these questions and then we'll take the rest. Thank you.
All right. So I will take a few and allow the officers in charge of Tech and Bio and the head of Operations Directorate to answer the rest. On the question of paying 500 Ghana cedis for the Ghana card. We have, over the past few years, spoken to the public through various mediums that if you want the Ghana card and you are getting it for the very first time in your life, if you visit any district office, you are not supposed to pay a dime for the card. It's free. Let me repeat it. If you are getting the Ghana card for the very first time and you visit any of our district offices nationwide, you are not required to pay any amount of money for the card. It's free of charge. If you visit the district office for a replacement, that means your card, you've misplaced your card, or let me put it this way, the card is missing. Or even if you have the card, but you are not happy with the picture on it, or it's been defaced and you want a new one. If you visit our district office for replacement, you are required to pay 125 Ghana cedis. 125 Ghana cedis. If you are doing an update, as I mentioned earlier, a name update, a correction of date of birth, you go to the district office and you are required to pay 60 Ghana cedis, 60 Ghana cedis. If you are doing nationality update, if you go to the district office, you are required to pay 70 Ghana cedis. So the highest amount of money that you will pay to procure any of our services at the district level is 125 Ghana cedis. 125 Ghana cedis. Let me hasten to add that if you go to our premium centers, all the services at our premium centers are procured at a fee. The premium centers are located at the regional capitals. And so we have premium centers in all the regions save two, that is Ahafo and Uti. The other 14 regions have premium centers, and it is positioned or dotted in the regional capitals. If you go to the premium center for first issuance, that you are getting the card for the very first time at the premium center, you pay 310 Ghana cedis. If you go to the premium center to do a replacement, you pay 420 Ghana cedis. If you visit the premium center for an update, you pay 355 Ghana cedis. 355 Ghana cedis. So even at the premium center, the highest amount of money you pay there is 420. So if you have visited any of our centers and the officers charged you 500 Ghana cedis, do not hesitate to reach out to us on our numbers. We have contact center numbers. Once you reach out to us, we will investigate and ensure your money is retrieved and the officer is punished. So you can call us on 054 988 9525. 054 988 9525. Our officers will respond, take your complaints or your queries, and attend to it promptly. Another question, whether they can take their case to our centers to register. If you have a kid or a child that is above 14 years, so let me say from 15 years up, you can take that kid or child to any of our district offices, and the officers will register your child for you. 15 and above, any of our district offices nationwide, the child will be registered and issued with the card. If you have a child that is between the ages of 6 and 14, you can take the child to any of our premium centers, and the child will be registered and issued with a Ghana card. For the district offices, they are yet to start with a registration of 6 to 14, because currently we are distributing the cards we printed to Ghanaians under 15, that is between 6 to 14. And so our officers are in the various basic schools issuing the cards to them. Once that is done, the authority will sit together with NHIA and roll out the next plan, hopefully next year, to capture all the children between the ages of 6 to 14. We captured 377,000 plus last year. Those are the cards we are distributing. We know we have quite a number who were not captured. And so from next year, we are going to capture all of them. And per the authorities' plan, we are going to issue instant cards to them, so that we don't go and take their records, come back to Accra to print, and go back. It's a waste of time and resources. So the authority is planning on ensuring that once we start the registration next year, we are going to issue instant cards to these kids between the ages of 6 to 14. The status of the 0 to 5 is being put on hold. The authority, together with other stakeholders, are still engaging on how it can roll out that policy really well, so that we can capture children between the ages of 0 to 5. Once we reach an agreement on the modalities, the authority will communicate to the publics, and the rollout will take effect. There was a question on the arrangement of centers, or the dotting of centers in the various schools. Let me state this. I have seen or heard people saying we are registering children between 6 and 14. Please, we are not registering children between 6 and 14. Rather, we are issuing cards to them. And before we did the registration, we designated some centers. So our officers are in those centers to issue the cards to those we registered last year. We are not registering people or children between 6 and 14 as we speak. I indicated that will be the continuation of that exercise will be next year. And so parents and legal guardians should take note of it. Once we are ready to roll it out, we will engage Ghana Education Service, the headmasters, as we did before. Even this exercise, the issuance exercise, we are engaging the headmasters. Some centers even use the whole of Monday to engage the headmasters and mistresses before they started the issuance on Tuesday. And so please, let's take note of this. If you go to the premium centers, we are registering children between the ages of 6 to 14. So for the premium centers, we are registering them, but that service goes for a fee. And so if you are registering your kid at our premium centers, you will pay 310 Ghana cedis. I'll pass the microphone on to the officer in charge of biometrics to answer some other questions. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, sir. I think I will talk a little bit more about the creation of our centers, just to explain why we are doing it in some of the schools. Before the commencement of the under 15 registration, we went around to do survey to ascertain where we will be able to set up our machines, where the network will be good for us to do the instant registration and instant issuance of the cards. Some of the schools were not able to get good network and then a space for setting up. So for that matter, those schools were not able to set centers there. But we located a school which is close to them and then set the centers there so that those people in that area can go to those schools that we have set those centers. And then some of the schools were also close. And so we merged them. We call it cluster. So we clustered them into one center where those schools will be able to go to that particular center to register them. We did that because at the end of the registration, we should be able to tell where each person registered. And so if the card was not printed instantly, we will be able to identify and go back to that particular center and then issue the card. So that is why we created the centers the way we did. And to add to that, currently we've printed all the cards for each of the centers that we registered last year. But the team are going school by school. So when they finish one school before they move on to the next school, and for that, before they go to that school, they will communicate to the authorities of the school that this day or that this particular time will come and do the issuance for issuance of the cards to the children. So that is the arrangement for now. I think for now there is no technical question, so I will leave that one to operations to also comment on.
Hello, thank you. There was a question on where are the centers for registration in Ho are situated. Yes, in Ho we have two centers. One is in Ho West, and the other one is the regional office in the main Ho town. Now, what I would add is this. I think when you say you want to locate NIA office, it's normally a Herculean task. So the better option is to ask anybody around that you want the Ghana card office. That is where you can easily locate the office, because some people do not know what NIA stands for, and others confuse NIA with NHIA. So if you specifically mention that you want the Ghana card office, you'll be better assisted. The second thing is that when you are looking at the centers in this country for registering for the Ghana card, we have placed the centers in every constituency, every district office. So please, if you ask well, I know this might be a bit challenging, but if you ask well, you definitely have an office in your district or in your constituency for you to identify and then go and do your registration. There was also a question on who are those who are qualified to go to the centers and then do the registration. And particularly, it was about the elders. Yes, anybody at all, currently from 15 years to infinity, you can go to every office and do your registration. When you go to the office, we make provision for the elderly so that they are attended to fast so that they can go home and rest. We make provision for nursing mothers and people with disabilities, the blind, let me just leave it that way. So when you go there, we expect that our officers will attend to you accordingly. And we don't also locate the offices in areas where they are not accessible to people with disabilities. So we expect that our officers in every office will assist you in whatever way so that you can get your card and then you leave. The second thing is, if you go to any office or you are not able to go to any office, you can make contact with the office and ask that, well, my sick mother or my sick father or some other person needs urgent attention, he needs the card. We have the capability of sending the team to attend to you at home, because we have to play this role of corporate social responsibility. We do that. And then if it is something that we think that we wouldn't offer this corporate social responsibility aspect of our operations, then we'll tell you that we have this offer of household registration. When we're talking about the household registration, you pay for us moving to your residence, your workplace, or your church, or wherever you want us to come to at a fee. And then each participant or each registration applicant is required to pay 300 cedis. So once you contact our district office or our regional office, that service is there. We've rendered it in Accra for years now. We've rendered it in Cape Coast, Tamale, Bolga, and Kumasi, and even Ho. So please, if you require that we come to your residence, we are able to do that, and it is happening. It's very convenient. We will bring the machines to your residence or your workplace or the church or the mosque. You organize your people, no matter the number, we are able to attend to them, maybe for the day or 2 or 3. But there are charges that will apply. Once you contact the district office or the regional office, you'll be given that information and you can go ahead to apply. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Gazari, and he is our head of operations. You are being reminded that we are streaming live also on YouTube and Facebook. If you have any question, please send them or comment, and I will read your questions for you. And the next question, probably, I think we'll have to take them through the fees and charges again, at least the basics. Because someone is asking how much replacement cost. Mr. Delas answered that, so maybe by doing so we can mention the fees at the district offices and then the fees charged at the premium offices. Now this one, this person says, please, where can I register in Dansoman? There is another one saying the fees, exorbitant fees for first timers in the country who are citizens of Ghana. So maybe you want to clarify that as well. And this is quite the read. We have normalized extortion in Ghana, that's Ghana card, which is supposed to be 310 cedis for first time issuance. First time issuance is Offenso branch near the bank are taking 420 cedis. The person has named a center. At Offenso branch near the bank, they are taking 420 cedis from first-time issuers. Mr. Yaira Kuku, look into this. My brother went to have his done today, and that is what they took from him. Thank you. And this person says he has even sent an email and hoping to get a response. And someone says, a friend of mine has his card missing, and he went for a replacement, and guess what they told him? He's been asked to pay 650 Ghana cedis. Is that the amount to be paid for a replacement? This person has copied Mr. Williams Ampoma Dallas. Please, my parents are Ghanaians. but I was born in Togo. Please, can I get the Ghana card? And also, please, what about those who have issues of resemblance fingerprint with another person? My card was not printed because of that. When exactly will it be resolved? I did it at the premium office. Please, during the registration exercise, the register made a mistake with one word when writing, and I am not in Ghana. Can it be corrected through the NIA online portal or the Ghana embassy? And this person is saying monies are still being taken at the Adum office. And please, NIA, my district office, Biakoya district in Oti region, is not operating due to theft of some of their hardwares before the general elections last year. Kindly work on it for us. And this person says, I want to do correction on my card. Do I have to pay for it, please? Another from Abdul Mubarak. He says, I have an issue with the arrangement of my name on my Ghana card and school. The problem is on the Ghana card. They put my first name as my surname and my surname as my first name. What should I do? And this person has tagged our executive secretary saying people cannot come and sleep there, and at the end only 5 people will be served. You have to speak to your staff at Medina Council well. It keeps happening every day. We've been going there since last week, and by 8 a.m. a staff will come out that they can only serve from 1st to 15th or sometimes 25th customer. So please do something about it. So I'll pause here and take the responses from our leaders, and then we'll take the rest of your questions. Thank you.
Hello? Yes, let me just go through the fees again. It is something that is bothering everyone, and it confuses people too. And when they get to the centers and they are not aware, applicants are not aware, they may end up paying extra that they should not be paying. So we have 3 categories of offices. We have the district offices, we have the premium centers, and we have this household and institutional registration. Now, at the district offices, as the head of corporate affairs stated earlier, the first time registration is free. You don't pay any peswa. So please, if you go to any district office and you are asked to pay for first time registration, resist, don't pay, because it's for free. Secondly, if you go to the district office, you want to replace your card. The card is damaged, it is lost. There's no data on it that you want to replace it. The fee to pay is 125 Ghana cedis. So if you are asked to pay extra, no. Thirdly, in the district office, if you are going to update your personal records, you were not married, now you want to indicate that you are married. It's 65 cedis that you are going to pay for you to update your records in the district office. Let's get it right in the district office. I should say that it is 60, not 65, 60 cedis. Now, when you talk about the personal records, we are saying that, as someone has just asked, my names are not well arranged. You have said it, and you gave us the information that we should fill the form this way, that way, that way. After the card has been printed for you, you have realized that no, the surname is put on your card as the middle name or the first name. Now this one, what you are now bringing to us and what we have in our system shows that these are 2 different people. So for us to make that correction for you, you will need to go and gazette that name to make it the way they arrange the names in the way that you want it. Then bring it for us to make the update for you at the district office. That is part of the correction of personal records in the system. If it is that one of your names is missing, that is also an update of personal records. So you come to us with some other older documents that shows that authentic document for that matter. You don't just bring any started document and then say that, okay, this is my document, use it to update my records. My names or one of the names is missing. No. So when you bring that, we'll also make the update for you, and it will cost you 60 cedis. That is at the district level. Now, you also have the premium centers. As we stated, they are dotted all over the country in the regional level, at the regional level, I should say. It is only in Ahafo and Oti that we don't have premium centers. Now, at the premium center, the charges are as follows. The new registration is 310 cedis. Replacement is 420 cedis. Update is 355. Then, if you want to do nationality update at the premium center, it is also 365 Ghana cedis. So let's note this. Then I added earlier that we also have this household and institutional registration that we carry out. If you contact our regional officers, our district officers, or even the head office, we can offer that service. We come to your location of your choice. We register you, print the card for you, and issue the card for you instantly that day. Unless there is any technical challenge at that point that we cannot deal with. Whatever your request is, the number will ensure that you get that card at your location on that particular day. If there is any technical challenge beyond the team at that point, then they will bring back the information to the head office or the district office or the regional office, get the card printed, and then come back to your residence or your choice. Then we issue to you for free. Now, at the household and institutional registration, the arrangement is such that if you are the only person that you are asking that we come and attend to you, it means that you have to pay for 7 people. And each person is charged 300 cedis. So if you are the only person you want us to come and attend to you, that means that you have to multiply 7 by 300 cedis. You pay. We'll see the sign of the receipt of payment before we even come to your residence to register your church or wherever. Then we also have what we call logistics fee, because it will cost us to move the vehicle plus the officials and then the equipment to wherever you want us to come to register. So that one depends on how far the vehicle or the officials are going to move from our office to your residence. And from the 0 to the first 11 kilometers is 451 Ghana cedis. It increases as the the distance also increases. Yes, Biakuya, let me just attend to that. Issue in the OT region. Yes, I acknowledge that the office has not been working for some time now because there was a theft in the former office, and then the church that was hosting us, because that office was part of the church said we can